Hello, everyone, and welcome back to World of Warcraft. I need to talk a little bit to kind of let's just say that I haven't made as much progress since the last part as I wanted to because, well, let's just say real life decide to interfere with that. I'm not really sure how else to put that, but let's just say that real life took more of a priority than this game. For one thing, I got sick. We had a dramatic weather change here where I live. It went from freezing cold to very nicely warm pretty quick. And as a result, the weather change had let's just say it really acted up my allergies, and I got down with bad allergies. So let's just say I wasn't exactly in the mood to play. The other thing was that my father had knee replacement surgery, and because of that, I needed to take priority to be attentive for him, to be ready to help him at a moment's notice. Right now, he's in a good place. Right now in his progress to recover, to the point where I can actually be able to go ahead and do this without worry. I feel like he's, in a good place where he can be able to get around and be able to do stuff without my immediate assistance and worry for him having something happen. So we're going to be able to continue where we left off. But I didn't entirely ignore the game. I did try to get a little bit done here and there when I could, especially, let's say, after he went to sleep and such. So one of the things that I was able to pull off, because I was able to pug a little bit more progress in a normal vault, and as a result, I have my 4 tier set pieces. Now, it is for normal. This is not like heroic tier pieces. These are all from normal. So, obviously, if I am able to join my guild when we progress in heroic, we'll see if I can actually improve these. But in the meantime, I'm able to benefit from the 4 tier piece bonuses, which if you can see it there on the screen. Another thing that happened, and it may affect your ability to read what's on the screen right now, because I got a new monitor. My dad actually got me a new monitor for Christmas, a bigger monitor. I think it's a 32-inch, and it's allowed me to change the resolution that I can play on up to, let me just go ahead and pull it up here for a moment. Here it is, 2560 to 1440 is the new resolution that I can actually play on this new monitor. So as a result, it also probably is affecting what you guys are able to see on the screen right now, since my capture card doesn't necessarily allow me to adjust how the resolution it records on, because it's probably still recording at the 1920 resolution. So it's probably going to make things look a little off on your end, and I apologize for that. I don't know how to fix that. But yeah, it's I will say that on my end, it definitely allows me to have a little bit more room on my screen here. So, for the interface and such. But anyways, just want to let you guys know that's where I'm currently at, 386 item level, all 4 tier pieces for Vault of the Incarnates. I am now 7 of 8 in the raid, and I've actually I've been missing out, but at the same time I'm also a little bit personally holding off, because I'm concerned that if I do the Razageth fight, that any story I might miss out on, I won't be able to actually show you guys when it actually gets released into LFR, which, by the way, if I'm able to do this questline in one video here, because we're going to be doing the next questline I unlocked via the Tuskar reputation, which is called the Chieftan's Duty, and then we're going to do Wing 2 of LFR Vault of the Incarnates, and I think next week is when the final wing so next week is when the final wing of Vault of the Incarnates LFR will get released. I'll be able to show you guys the last 2 boss fights, since, as you can see here in Raid Finder, the second wing, Caverns of Infusion, features Taros, Senarth, and Kurok Grim Totem, so I'll be able to show you guys that upcoming here pretty soon. But anyways, what I got a message was from our little buddy in this village. He said, Murik wanted to talk to you about something real important back in his car. You should go see what it is. Also, I should let you know that if you can't tell, I'm still a little under the weather. My throat is, and my sinuses are still not fully recovered. So if I sound a little sick, that's why. Sorry about that.
Welcome, welcome. I'll pass your story along.
If you have a moment, I would be grateful for your help.
We'll remember you. Bring more.
We used to trade frequently with the Uktulut tribe in the Waking Shores, but they haven't been sending or accepting shipments for months now. Our letters have gone unanswered. Naturally, we suspect the worst. Their chieftain, Tutakan, has always been the reasonable sort, somewhat prone to strong emotions, but I can't imagine anything terrible could have happened under his leadership. Could you please check on them? If they need help, we'll happily provide.
Keep the balance preserved.
So, they are over here.
Such an unusual visitor. Now
Oh, was he there? So there is another quest line. As you can see, I haven't continued my progress from Lore Master. I still got to finish the other quest lines in Thaldraszus. I've done all the stuff here in Azure Span, except for one which is not counted towards Lore Master, funnily enough. But it is one that I kind of want to show on camera, even though I haven't done it yet. But I'm just anticipating it's going to be kind of interesting. And that is, of course, the quest line involving our good old friend Hemant Nessingwitty, who apparently has retired. Yeah. I believe that's the title that it shows, that he actually has retired. I'm sure there's a story there. And, I figured, well, if he's retired and if this possibly is the last quest line involving our good old buddy Hemant Nessingwitty, we may as well go ahead and do the quest line in his honor, I suppose. Also, I just realized I need to go down here to the springs and visit my buddy down here so that I can be able to give what I need for Lizzie over here. Because I've done 3 of them, and I need to turn the next ones. And I think I have those, right? Or did I get rid of them? No, I should still have them. No? Wait, did I actually... Oh. You know what I think I did? I think I accidentally put them on sale on the auction house. And I forgot that I actually bought them for that quest line. That's my bad. Whoopsie. So I will have to go ahead and reacquire that if I want to go ahead and turn that in to get the Lizzie mount. Again, obviously I've been as I said before, been neglecting getting stuff done in WoW because, like I said, real life took a priority. What's good though, compared to say if this had happened in Shadowlands, is that in Dragonflight I don't feel like I am falling too far behind in terms of I have to do this each week in order to make myself prepared and ready to help out my guild if I join them for raid and such, compared to Shadowlands, which it would have been like, oh man, I didn't get this done this week, this done this week, this done this week, those things like, of course, Torghast and all that stuff, back when it was like, oh no, you can only get this much for the week, and then that's it. But you got to make sure you do it before the reset, otherwise you lose out on that weekly portion of what you need to get from there. The soul ashes and all that. Ugh. I'm glad that there is really none of that here in Dragonflight. And it's funny listening to some people actually complain about that. That there are people that are upset that that is not a thing here in Dragonflight. That they actually wish that there was that thing that they had to get done for the week, otherwise they feel like they have nothing to do. And I'm like, that is the difference between somebody who has other stuff in real life they have to get done and doesn't have time to dedicate all their, their time to the game, and somebody who has nothing else going on in their life and wants this game to provide something for them to do in their life because they have nothing else. That's how I see it anyway. I'm sure there are other reasons for it. Obviously I, would have to know more about those people that are complaining about that to understand why, but that's just how it comes across to me anyway. Halt! Outsider, state your purpose before we skewer you for this intrusion.
Come, tell us a tale.
You're checking on us? A likely story.
May your catch come.
The Chieftain is not taking visitors. Whether Ishkara sent you or not, we're dealing with our own share of trouble right now. We don't need outsiders bringing more of it. If you want our time, make yourself useful and help our guards. The Jeriden have been attacking us from across the river. Flameshaper Lorak is behind the assault. He may not look like much as far as Jeriden go, but he's got more brains than the rest of them. Deal with him and bring back proof. Then we'll talk.
Careful out there.
The closer the Jeriden push towards us, the more the river dries up. If my guards can't keep them away, we'll run out of food soon. Where are you? There you are.
I'm out of range.
Oh, by the way, I also have borrowed a build for Havoc from a guildmate of mine who was doing pretty well when we were raiding. He was, based on the meter, he was definitely doing better than I was. And this was the build that he was using. So I decided to use it, though there are a couple of differences. Like, for example, he was using Demonic instead of Fist the Illidari, which is great, don't get me wrong. I've always liked Demonic from going back the last couple expansions. But having this give more versatility plus reducing the cooldown of meta, to me, is just so good. It's like having this on a 2-minute cooldown, I'm just like, ugh, I don't want to give that up. So that's one of the main differences in my build between his. Also, I think he had Long Night instead of Pitch Black. But I like having this down to just a 3-minute cooldown, just to have it more use of it, and just in case if I do misuse it, having to wait 5 minutes to use it again is just such a long time.
Greetings, stranger.
Here's the trophy.
Back for
I'll admit I didn't expect you to come back alive.
May your catch come swift.
So this is what we've been reduced to. An outsider does more work for us in a day than our chieftain has in weeks. Come, I will take you to him. Maybe this will be the kick in the stern that he
Bring
needs.
more tales when next we meet.
He hushes the other Tuskar and turns to watch you suspiciously. They whisper something to each other. So get out there with your hunters and do your job. I can't armor people with nothing. Food stores are running low. The river is dwindling and our anglers cannot fish unprotected. We need you, Chieftain. I'm sorry, but there is nothing I can do. I will not lose anyone else to... Who is this? Hello. Tosses the trophy. Look what has happened. We rely on outsiders to fight our enemies for us, while you drag your feet. Let them fight. We've already paid too high a price for fighting. Your people are the ones paying that price now. Maybe the outsider can fix that for you too.
A stranger? Here?
Looks past you with a frown, watching the guard ride away. I have slain your enemies. You have seen proof of my deeds. This means nothing to me. Not anymore. Take care of whatever Kulika and Unajak want. I wish to return to my thoughts.
Who speaks before me?
Tosses the trophy in the ground nearby, tired and disinterested.
Our paths shall cross.
A fine chieftain and huntmaster you are, hiding away while the Jeridan push us out. Unujak sighs heavily, wringing his hands.
Well now, you're certainly different.
Bah! I can't believe Tudakan's still moping around while we need him to command his guards and hunters. We used to trade with the Askar at our pier, but that's gone belly up with the Jeridan closing in and scaring off our traders. Half of last month's supplies and most of our boats are still lost out in the shallow river. The guards and hunters want to help, but they've got no weapons. You look like you can protect yourself. So get out there and grab something I can make spears with.
Oh, bring more tales when next we meet.
I'm not willing to let Uktulut rot like Tudakan is. Get me those supplies. It saddens me to see our chieftain like this, but our needs cannot wait. The river has provided for us for generations, but as the Jeridan push forward, the waters recede and the creatures fight with each other for space and resources. Without guards, our anglers cannot venture far to fish. Our food stores dwindle by the day. You do not seem to need protection, though. Take this net to help gather any fish you can from the river. Meat from the nearby crabs would also be welcome.
Come back for soup!
Anything that you can bring back with help will help. Our people's bellies cannot wait on Tudakan. Whoa. Whoa, whoa. There's also another quest right over here. What is this? Ah! Okay. May as well. Waterlogged wood. Huh. Okay. There we go. Trying to see if I could catch multiple fish with this. No. And one more.
I need to get closer.
You know, it's funny how we went... How many of you remember when people thought the idea of the Necrolord Demon Hunter was kind of a joke? I do. Remember, I mained my Demon Hunter, at least for the first tier, still with my Alliance Guild. That was back when we were actually still together and still raiding. And then after that tier is when our Alliance Guild broke up and a number of them just outright quit the game. And they haven't really come back since then. It's a real shame, as I've said. Like, I miss... You know, I have fond memories with that guild and, you know, from our time together raiding Nilotha and BFA throughout that whole patch. Because we did a lot of fun stuff during that. But, so I was still... you know, playing that character with that guild, because that was when I was also going to be showing the Venthyr storyline on that character. And, you know, at the time, I wasn't necessarily thinking about, like, oh, well, Venthyr is clearly the best choice for Havoc. That wasn't how I was thinking about it in terms of the Covenants. That wasn't my approach. My approach was what I thought would be best fit thematically, and also which ones I would want to choose in order to show the quest lines. So, I ended up choosing my Demon Hunter for the Venthyr because I thought, well, I mean, vampires, and I guess when they go meta, they almost look like a vampire. And it wasn't great reasoning, but I couldn't really think of anything else that thematically fit with the Venthyr at the time. So, I just kind of settled on that. Now, in hindsight, ended up being not that bad of a choice, since the Venthyr ability for Demon Hunter, you know, the brand, was actually ended up being pretty good. Especially later on in the expansion. But, you know, there was the Venthyr with the brand, there was the Night Fae with the Hunt, which this Demon Hunter ended up being, and I thought, you know, the Hunt was considered pretty great. If it may not have been too strong, but it was also considered a pretty fun ability. Plus, of course, I thought the whole thing was hilarious, because, of course, I remember that was one of Illidan's ults in Heroes of the Storm, so I couldn't help but laugh at the fact that they had brought that over to WoW for the Demon Hunter. But also, then there was, of course, the Kyrian, which was the one for Vengeance. And then there was the one for Necrolord, which was what you saw, which was the demon shows up, you throw a glaive at it, and it heals you, but also does damage. But people thought it was a joke. They thought it was kind of weak. They thought it was, you know, didn't do all that well. And it wasn't until later on they actually made it better, and people all of a sudden started to see more Necrolord Demon Hunters all of a sudden. And it was just kind of funny, just seeing this kind of, like, trend, this change. You know?
I'll pass your story along.
Okay.
Come, tell us a tale.
That's what I like to see. Finally, some good materials. Stand there and look pretty while I work these some real Tuskar weaponry.
You have to trade.
Wait, none of those were the things I needed, were they?
Your goods
There, one of my finest spears yet. A small taste of what those giant fiery bastards have coming. Huh. Oh, my goodness.
Who speaks before me?
It's about time. They're a little wet, but I'll be able to make fine weapons with these.
I'll pass your story.
The first weapon is ready. Soaking the bones in river water warmed by the Jaredin's fire made them more pliable. I'll remember that trick. Since you've been helpful so far, I'll do you the honor of letting you test out some authentic Uktulut weaponry. You will find no sharper blade or sturdier haft this side of the Dragon Isles. Go test this out in our training area for me. Maybe it'll remind the chieftain what real fighting looks like. And then we get a toy, which is a Tuskar target dummy.
Careful out there.
Take the spear. I'll get started on making the rest while you get that one a try.
It's too far away.
Alright, destroyed 4 of them. Seems pretty good. Sounds like the new hunters are ready to go, even if the chieftain isn't.
Stranger?
I heard that commotion all the way over here. If that talk doesn't get Tudakan moving again, I don't know what will. At least our hunters will have all the weapons that they need to defend our village, with or without their huntmaster's help.
May your catch come.
New toy.
Let us hear your story.
I have seen what you've done for the village. In easier times, I would have handled it. But some of our Autuks went missing recently. We believe that they swarmed too close to the Jaredin's territory. Several were recovered, none of them alive. Few in one piece. We could not find my Autuk, Ipko. She has been my hunting partner for many years. If she... Please, aid me. If you search the river, I will search the shore.
Now I have a story to tell.
I will make my way to the shore. I just need a moment to prepare. You have your own concern. May I help with the search, Chieftain? You have your own concerns. I'm concerned for all members of the tribe. If Ipko cannot be returned safely, I would still see her returned to us. Perhaps then you can... She will be returned safely. Yes, Chieftain. I knew that there was something going on. That there was something really bothering him. That it wasn't... They were like, he's lost his nerve, he's weak, is all that. No, there's something else really bothering him. And unfortunately, I think we just found out. Poor Ipko. I'm sorry, Ipko. Tudakan, stay back. It's too dangerous with the Jaredin's beasts swarming. We cannot lose you too. Stop it. Stop it. Ipko, give it to me, please. I'm sorry, Chieftain.
Well now, you're certainly a surprise.
This is my fault.
May your steps be sure and your catch secure.
I'm so sorry, Ipko. I failed you. You were my greatest friend and I failed you. Ancestors, forgive me. I do not know what to say. I had no idea that the chieftain's pain ran so deep. It makes sense. Autuks are not pets to our people, especially not to hunters like our chieftain. They are our friends, our companions, and members of our families. Ipko was Tudakan's first and only Autuk. Uktulut hunters hold this bond to be sacred. I will see that her passage to the place of our ancestors is a peaceful one.
We'll remember you.
Come, meet me at the shrine to Karkut. the god who watches over our fallen. The chieftain will need our strength to see this through. Maybe this crafter will be a little bit more understanding now that they can hopefully see the pain and grief that he's going through.
Come, settle down for a spell. Be careful out
Please assist Unajak with the ritual. I would like to stay with Ipko. This incense is made from plants that grow near the stone ancestors. Its smoke will draw their spirits to us. Light the incense when you're ready. Ancestors, just as this smoke rises to the skies, embrace our fallen friend as she rises to rejoin you. We will now make an offering. Take one of the fish from that basket and place it on the altar. Ipko led many great hunts alongside our chieftain, protecting our people from enemies and from hunger. Accept this offering, the fruits of one of her many victories. Karkut hears us. Lift up the lantern to guide him here. Ipko has been one of our greatest, a hunter, a warrior, and a friend. But we remember always that oil shared can light only one lantern. Karkut has accepted her. May she stand at the ancestors' side now.
Where have you come from? I await your return with pleasure.
Need time with my thoughts.
Ah, a new face.
This did not need to happen. Those cowardly Jeriden, slaughtering our Autoks and leaving them for their twisted beast to pick clean. I do not take Tutakan's grief lightly, but I worry for the future of our people if he dwells in darkness and grief for too long. We need to act. It looks like he was headed to the overlook above us. You have done him a great favor this day. He may be open to any good will that you can show him. Please, see what can be done.
Careful out there.
You brought Ipko back to us. If he will listen to anyone right now, it's you.
Oh, such an unusual visitor.
Can I give you a hug?
Farewell then,
No,
friend.
I need time to muster the strength to do what must be done.
Who might you be? Don't forget to take some
Unajak told you to come, didn't he? He was the one who helped me find Ipko when I became a hunter, or rather, helped Ipko find me. They choose, and we are chosen. He is hurting. Everyone is hurting because of me. I know that they need me to lead, but I have been half of a leader without her. If I couldn't protect her, how can I protect all of Uktulut? I cannot forgive myself. But I cannot let that weight keep me from putting at least one foot on the path that I must walk. Help him find a new
May
companion.
your steps be sure.
Around us is
and
where
your
our Autoks
catch
are kept
secure.
during training. Each would make a fine companion for the hunter who suits them. My heart is still too heavy to search myself, but if you are able to bring any Autoks to me, I would meet them. But I'll tell you what, this questline definitely makes me want to get the Atuk mounts even more so now. This Atuk perks up when you approach, lifting his head and whining for attention. It looks like he wants you to pet him. Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? Come on, follow me. Trot's leisure up to himself down, squeaking up as he yawns. Oh, what a very sweet friend you are. So calm, so serene. Unfortunately, he's still too young and soft-hearted. The tides of the world are rough. Let him keep to his halt a while longer. Okay. Ooh. A territorial Atuk. Hello. He growls at you menacingly when you come near her. She doesn't seem to want you to touch her. Maybe you should lure her with a toy. Okay, let's see. A broken fishing pole. And then we'll get a stuffed duckling toy. Alright, I believe we have a lure. Come on. Follow the duckling. Come on. Little one, I have no desire to fight you. I know the village is large and you feel as though you cannot control it, but control is not the armor you think it is. Just like Tuskar, some Atuks can be glory-eager, but I do not fight for the sake of fighting. Hello? A dutiful Atuk. The Atuk seems preoccupied with making sure that the other Atuks are eating. Maybe if they had more food, the Atuk would be willing to follow you. Oh, look at the little baby Atuk! Oh, it's so cute! Oh my gosh, they're so cute! Meaty crabs. Hey, I got a crab for you. Come on. This way. I'm thankful for your efforts, but I fear that I appreciate the gift, but you do not have to give it. You could use it more than I could. Nudges the crab forward with his nose. I see. We have a word for this, a type of duty that is known, not taught, an innate to a Tuskar's breathing. That word is quippy. We have many stories that teach its importance. A fitting name, I think, if you will accept it. Aww. Quippy.
Oh, such an unusual visitor. Be careful out there.
Nothing will replace Ipko, but water can only fill hands cupped to receive it.
Don't forget to take some soup for the journey.
That's my horn. Why is the hunting party being called now? We must go quickly. I fear we might have stepped too far onto thin ice. Investigate the reason for the hunting call.
Well now,
What's going on?
different?
Hunters! The blow that Dreadnoughts dealt to the Kalashi only angered them. One of the massive brutes who leads them has taken the western mouth of the river. It falls to us to cut him down. We have all the spears you need, even without our chieftain. We will... You are not without your chieftain. We will put an end to this threat today. Ready to fight again, eh? I stand by what I said. I won't lose anyone else to the Jeriden. Nor will I. Say the word, chieftain, and we will stand with you. For Tulut.
Well now, you're certainly a surprise.
If the chieftain doesn't take care of the job, I'll smash that Jeriden to pieces myself. Mark my words.
Keep the balance preserved.
I spoke to our lookouts on the way down. They say this Jeriden, Zurtan, the river boiler, has begun his heinous rituals southwest of here. Close to the waterfalls where many of our Autoks build their nests. If they're boiling the river upstream from us now, I assume they've decided to be done with us more quickly. We would be forced to starve or retreat. We will do neither. They prodded us like cowards, afraid of a true fight. So let's bring the fight to them this time, shall we? And we can get Autok taming. Allows hunters to tame Autoks within the Dragon Isles. Ha! I hope that's a count so my hunter can do that. And his commendation, which gives me more rep with the Tuskar.
Farewell then, friend.
Come, Quippy. I will armor you. I don't know what you did to turn him around, but I'm happy something finally got through to him. Agreed. He might be a stubborn fool, but there's no Tuskar better with a spear than Tudakan. In the end, I will trust no one else at the end. So, Elder, why don't you inform them? A chieftain is not the head of a village, but the spine. Now that he is with us, we may once again stand tall, yet we must still do all our part. Why don't you tell them about the grief he was going through? So we will. Hunters, guards, gather your weapons, and follow Tudakan. If the Jeriden send reinforcements, make sure none of them break through. You know, I'm just saying, they still assume, oh man, he finally decided to actually, grow a backbone or something. I'm like, you guys are really the old school mentality of, oh, suck it up, get over it, you little wimpy baby. While the Elder actually knows, what he was going through, losing his friend. But no, let's forget about that.
Into a frenzy. Cut him down before the waters boil away.
Apparently this guy is also a world quest. Well, okay, if it's a world quest, fine.
I'm out of range. It's too far away. I need to get closer. I need to target something first.
Without your precious little pet.
I'm out of range.
His fire is extinguished. Let's keep it that way.
Well, if there was supposed to be some dialogue there, I missed it. Probably because the world quest was interfering with it. And we will stand stronger than ever because of it. We may be tucked away here, far from the Iskara, but that distance need not truly separate us. Trade will start again as soon as possible. I will personally gather our hunting party to protect our workers for as long as we are needed. Uktulut will flourish again.
A stranger? Here?
Our river and our people could not have been saved without your help. The tribe owes you a great debt.
I await your return with pleasure.
You have proven yourself a friend to me, and more importantly, a friend to our people. You are welcome, always welcome, in the Uktulut backwater. Hey, renowned 12 with the Iskara. Alright. So this is like I said, the progress at the moment. By the way, this says if you want the next part of the story, get to renown 19 with the Valdraken Accord. So. Now I believe that also, yep, that opens up the Flight Master over here now that we've done the questline here. Whoops. Sorry, Cautious Stuck. I did not mean to hit you. My bad. Sorry. Oh, no, never mind. Okay. Never mind. I was about to have to fight him, but nope. He was like, nah, it's alright. I'll let you live. So that was the Chieftain's Duty questline, and clearly what needed to happen in order to unlock this Flight Master, which I kept wondering, how do I unlock this? This is how. So, when we come back, we will probably try and do the next swing of Vault of the Incarnates LFR. Stay tuned.